Hello and welcome back to All About Community. Again, my name is Robert L. Harris. I am your host, and my guest is Treva Reid, Councilperson for District 7. When we went to break, I specifically said we were going to chat a moment or two about the Oakland development. Treva, could you tell us what's happening there? I know it's been vacant for years, and I've seen some people out there with trucks. I know that they're supposed to develop commercial and housing, but it just doesn't seem like anything is happening.
You know what? It slowed down significantly. It slowed down. Certainly, COVID made a great impact. There were decisions that through shelter in place, and I know some of this from when I worked for PG&E because we were part of some of those development plans, but it's a project that was approved in 2016, and it has not progressed as fast as we would like to see that 900 plus housing. We talk about a need for housing, and certainly a portion of that development is set aside of city property for us to develop what I hope will be affordable home ownership. I got my first home that was an affordable home ownership program. And so I would like to see opportunities for the wonderful development to include opportunities for people like me who are trying to come into home ownership and that wealth equity to have an opportunity. And so it's right now moving slower than we had hoped through the planning commission and design review commission. There are some dates that are coming up in July that we need to stay on target with as a city. So we have an assigned, team that's helping to navigate through the planning portion of this project moving forward towards a construction date of breaking the ground this October before the rainy season. And so there are a number of deadlines that we've got to meet before the rainy season. So things are happening. Things are moving. And eventually you'll see the old clubhouse move to the center. It's been waiting to be moved.
It's sitting there forever.
All the land is ready for it to be moved, but there are some things that have to take place with the planning commission on some of those architectural designs that have to be signed off before that. But trust me, the developer is waiting to see this project.
I trust you. Now tell me.
And the neighbors are waiting.
Absolutely. I'm a neighbor, so I'm waiting.
And I'm looking forward to just the excitement of having, housing, coming into our community and retail coming into our community that can benefit our community. We see it taking place throughout the city, and we don't see enough of that type of development, and especially development without displacement.
Yeah, you're right. Development without displacement. Now, speaking of development without displacement, let's talk a moment about the Coliseum and the A's moving from, I guess they want to go to Howard Terminal.
Yes.
And they want to do something with the Coliseum. I don't know what they want to do with that. I know the Raiders have left, gone to Las Vegas. And now I just heard through the grapevine. Actually,
you might be telling me.
It was on the news that the A's may be investigating going to Las Vegas, following the Raiders. What's going on?
You know what? I hope that as the A's have marketed and stated that they are deeply rooted.
That's what they said.
And that's what I hope this process brings forth. Them being accountable to what they have declared for their relationship with the city and the fans, and just helping to ensure that we have that economic engine that a sports team can bring. I had hoped, like many, that they would stay at the Coliseum. We saw that they stated clearly that they don't have that interest. They do own 50% of undivided parcel at the Coliseum now.
That's what they bought from the county, right?
From the county. And so they already
they ought to, I want to say it for the right. I think they ought to sell that and ought to sell it to, that's the A's, ought to sell it to some black developers.
Well, you know what? There are black developers interested. We've got a number of unsolicited proposals that are seeking interest in, doing a black NFL team there, or other aspects of sports that they would like to see at that Coliseum parcel. And so the city is going to weigh those proposals.
Okay,
we're getting more details on them.
Well, I'm glad you guys are looking into it. Hey, you're right down my alley of thinking. Now,
we have to uplift our black businesses.
Absolutely. Since time is going by so quickly, public safety.
Yeah.
What are your views on that? I know we got some real problems here in Oakland with homicides this year and burglaries and you name it.
Yeah, it's a public health crisis.
But what are you guys doing about it?
Particularly for those of us who are black, because those who are dying at the greatest rate are black men, over 60% of them. And we feel the weight of that trauma as a community and in East Oakland for black and brown community members. And so we're doing things like, one, restoring funding back into ceasefire, which has been a proven strategy to reduce gun violence. We had taken money out of ceasefire prior to me coming into office. And now as a council, we just voted to have that money coming back into. We're investing in programs like MACRO, a mobile assistance community response.
And how do you think your new chief is doing? He just started.
I mean, I think he will do well. He's been deeply involved in the work of the community. So as much as he's been, a part of Oakland Police Department for years, he has been deeply involved with lived and shared experiences from him growing up in West Oakland to him living in East Oakland. He sees and experiences what we see and experience. And I believe that he will bring leadership to really helping us to disrupt and transform the police department as we have known it.
And that's the key, transforming the police department as we have known it. The new chief is, I believe, Lerone Armstrong.
Yes, Chief Armstrong.
And he is coming in with a bang.
Yes.
And we should all give him our full cooperation because he can make a difference, but he can't make a difference alone.
Yeah.
His leadership can make a difference, but it is up to us, the people, to work with him to make certain our communities are safe. I'm sorry, but we're going to have to go to break. I just hate going to breaks, but we got to go to breaks. Nothing I can do about it. Don't touch that remote. Put it down. We will be right back with All About Community. Again, my name is Robert L. Harris, and my guest is Treva Reid.